So early morning video, I like this eye is still kind of like, because it got like, it's always messed up in the morning because, my pillow and all that, but very early, very early. And I've done a video like this before around the same, actually around the same time that this thing was published, 2023. So it's older, but I'm surprised I hadn't seen it. Pokemon TCG player Makani Tran disqualified from regional championship for the dumbest reason, because he misgendered someone and they said they felt threatened because of it. So the dude was disqualified. But Yu-Gi-Oh will disqualify you for misgendering people. And around again, this was March 7th, and this event, or the video I did, was March 29th. So in the same month, it's a collaboration between the two, really. But I'm surprised I hadn't seen this. I knew that Pokemon was doing this crap. And again, with the Pokemon one, it's like, I felt threatened, and I just, no, he wasn't even saying it in a, intentional, like, oh, I'm going to say this to hurt your feelings. No, it was stupid. Again, 2023. I know it's an older article, but I mean, considering the way things are today, while it's technically already, oh, actually, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's time to duel. I play Pot of Greed. What's that do? Pot of Greed allows me to draw 2 cards. Has updated its official tournament policies, expanding on its unsupporting conduct rules to ensure that those intentionally misgendering other. But there's that. It's like the same thing with with Pokemon. Who are you to determine whether it was intentional or not? If you listen to the kid, he clearly doesn't say it intentionally. He doesn't do it out of malice or hatred. And yet, like, oh my God, I'm literally shaking. He misgendered me. I feel threatened. Grow the fuck up. I mean, but then again, they're fucking playing in a Pokemon tournament, so. While it can technically already be, it's technically been in the rules for a long time under more generic anti-harassment rules, this move makes it more explicit that misgendering others is an offense and allows judges to intervene more decisively. Hello, Sam. Hello, Sam. And the latest official tournament infractions and penalty policy revision released yesterday, a long time ago now. Misgendering is added as an example for a severe unsupporting conduct infraction alongside other offenses such as stealing cards, defacing property, and physical assault. Under the rule, those guilty of a UC severe penalty will be immediately disqualified from the tournament, usually forfeiting any prizes they may have potentially won in the tournament. Again, who are you to say whether it was malicious or not? But considering these judges are all left-wing nuts anyway, of course, it's always going to be, oh, well, it sounded like it was intentional to me. Because that's exactly what it was like with the freaking one with Pokemon. You had some, like, left-wing judge, and it sounded like it to me. It sounded like he intentionally misgendered his opponent. Importantly, the rule states that offenses can take place anywhere at any time, not just the event venue by enrolled competitors, providing it impacts upon or connects to a sanctioned or official event. If the offender is not a competitor, they may be enrolled in the event by force, just to ensure their disqualification is on record. Again, who are you to say which, who's doing it on purpose? Like the term dude. Women get called dude as well. It's just like one of the sub dude. If you're gonna have a full-blown meltdown because someone called you a fucking dude, it, wow, 2020. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is it's not even really fun to watch anymore. I liked when it was just like a more slower pace where you got to where both people got to play quickly. But now it's like 10 minutes for one person to make a goddamn move. Like, oh, I play this, and I'll activate one of its special abilities because every card now comes with a fucking novel on it. I activate one of its special abilities, which allows me to go through my deck and take 3 cards with the same name or the same title in their name. And so I'll take out these 3, and then I'll play this one, which allows me to activate that card's special ability, which allows me to look directly for this magic card, which I put on the field. When I activate it, and then I'm gonna link these two, synchro summon, and blah, blah, and 10 minutes later, and you got the guy still sitting there like it's not like back in the day where it's just like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like actual spectacle, because it really kept you focused, because but here you're sitting there for 10 minutes waiting for one person to finish their move. And then I enter my end phase, my main phase, and which means I'll activate his second ability. And it's like, oh my god. And you can see this. There's a channel I watch. Actually, hang on, let me bring them up. Yeah, these are the people I watch. There was another one I watched, but Team APS. So if you like Yu-Gi-Oh, their duels are pretty cool. But it's just that, again, these duels are 40, 50 minutes long, and they might only get through like maybe 1 or 2 duels because each one of their moves takes like 10 fucking minutes to do. And because they're able to call out so many strong monsters now, like right from the start, it's not fun to watch. I preferred like back when it was, no synchro summons, no pendulum, no dual links, no just back and forth. I play this, I put trap or magic card face down, and my turn. Okay, now I summon this. You didn't really have to sacrifice, you didn't have to link, you didn't have to this or that. It was simpler times. I saw a comment in here that it's wrong. I know it's wrong, but it's hilarious. Looks like you triggered my trap, girl, Yugi boy. That's not the one. Common sense gets you to the shadow realm. I play Pot of Greed. It allows me to draw 2 new cards from my deck. Here, this is so terrible, but it's hilarious. What gender am I, Yugi? So this is the duel between Yugi and Kaiba on the castle, the top of Pegasus's castle. And Yugi has managed to defeat the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon by basically using the Living Arrow card and his Mammoth Graveyard and fusing it together to pierce the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and make it rot from the inside out. And he was about to have Celtic Guardian, he was gonna have Celtic Guardian, I think, finish it off, but then Kaiba gets up on the ledge and basically threatens to off himself if Yugi follows through. He's like, well, if you follow through, the impact of that attack could knock me off the side. So Yugi's like, stop! And even the Celtic Guardian's like, dude, what the fuck? But just the, what gender am I, Yugi? Because, 41%. So I know it's terrible, but it's if you know, it's funny in the context of this. Because that's what Kaiba was about to do to himself. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon. I couldn't stand Digimon was great. Like, Digimon really was good. I now play the Digimon, the Dark Magician Troon in attack mode. Dark Magician Troon, attack the enemy's woman changing ruin defense mode. What? That makes no sense. Well, I mean, I'm guessing that in the card was in defense. I want you to attack that one. Actually, I just talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! Not like last week or something about how it doesn't make any sense. Like the TV show. Why do you even care? You don't play the game. Why care about anything at this point? You know? A tournament can set up whatever rules they want for within their own event, but including for outside of events is psychotic and outlandish. Pretty sure Kaiba would be the one to say that line, not Yami Yugi. Considering the state of the game, it makes it even worse. 3 blue eyes white dragons! Wait a minute, did you just summon a bunch of monsters in one turn? Yeah, so that's against the rules, isn't it? Screw the rules, I have money. F in the chat for Yu-Gi-Oh! As a game. Also, fuck Konami. So now cartoons are getting people in trouble. Since when? I mean, again, it's time to dilate. Screw your gender. I'm Seto fucking Kaiba. Try and sue me. But again, like, people call their female friends dude. You have girls using the word dude. So what if you were to say dude? Well, guess what? Now you're accused of misgendering someone because you got your opponent or whoever. Because these people are so mentally fragile. You will not be allowed to use trap cards now. I summon Dark Magician, she, they. Yeah, what about Dark Magician Girl? You're a third-rate woman with a fourth-rate penis. That's a quote from Kaiba. It's, you're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. Screw your gender, I have money. I play the transphobic Celtic Guardian. Now they have the obnoxious Celtic Guardian. So 42% chance they lose the game, and even with the pronoun. You're a second-rate woman with a third-rate deck. What the fuck does this have to do with playing a card game? Dark Magician body type B. Wait, so he lost a duel, so he's going to F himself? Screw reality, I have money. Why live in your own reality when you have so much money you can make your own? A reverse trap. These people will hold your childhood hostage. What? You've activated my trap card. Triggered. When a player calls me by the wrong gender, this automatically reduces their life points to 0. Screw the rules, I have money. Kaiba do what Kaiba wants because... Yotaro. So you just claim your opponent misgendered you and bam, instant win. Yeah. But it would never be misused like that. The Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm gonna activate my trap card. Bitch, hold on. Sad Karibo noises. Yeah, really. But yeah. You will never be a real woman, Yugi. But yeah, again, I'm surprised I hadn't seen this before, but I'm glad I did, because those comments were something. Especially that, go ahead and attack, Yugi. What gender am I, Yugi? A great duel, too. You know? I mean, people were like, how the hell does Yugi fuse, you know, Living Arrow and Mammoth Graveyard together? And I don't even think the actual card of Living Arrow does what it does in the show. Yugi just cheats. Like, again, I've said before, like in the last time I was talking about it, about the show, the dude just wills his cards to the top. So why doesn't he just do that every single time? Kaiba's been able to do it. Joey's been... They just like, oh, I need this card. Oh, hey, what do you know? It's a card I need. Not to mention with Yugi, you'll see like this, you know, or some of them, they'll have this light that shines through their deck, through the bottom to the top. They are willing their cards to the top. Why don't they just do that from the beginning? Why only start believing in the heart of the cards and willing your cards to the top when you actually, you know, you're in a tight spot? Why not just, oh, well, I know this card's in my deck. Oh, hey, what do you know? Got that card. Now I'm going to draw 2 more cards. Let's see. What do I need? Oh, hey, good. We got those. Why not just do that from the beginning? But, yeah, a lot of the game in the show back then didn't make a lot of sense. Like, I've been literally watching, and this was the one with Panic, with the flotation ring, and he's like, Catapult Turtle, launch my Dragon Champion, and then he hits the Castle of Dark Illusion. Somehow he's able to take out all of Panic's monsters by having the Castle of Dark Illusions fall on top of them by destroying its flotation ring. It makes no sense. But I guess when you're doing it in a holographic form, it can be more strategic or something. I don't know. But people were like, how is that even possible? And that wasn't this episode. This is the episode with Bones. With Bandit Keith. But yeah, it makes no sense. But again, when it comes to this, who are you to say who's misgendering on purpose and who's not? Again, people say dude. Not as a malicious type of thing. They're like, sup, dude. That enough is gonna get people banned. That's fucking pathetic, because these people are so mentally incapable and so fragile that if someone was to call them dude, they're like, I don't feel validated now. So you could easily know exactly who you are. You could be like, oh, I'm a fully straight dude, but then go into this tournament and say that, oh, they misgendered me and I feel attacked, and you instantly win. What kind of stupid bullshit is that? Screw your gender, I have money. Anyway. I see some of the things over there. I'm like, I want to click on them to see why, but sometimes it's best not to. Anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.